Hello everyone, welcome back once again. In this video we will look at building Android wear or Android wearables inside the Visual Studio 2019. Before we get started, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. So let's get to it then. Android Wear or Android wearable runs on a variety of devices, including the first generation Motorola 360, LG, Samsung, and a lot of devices, including Sony smartwatches. So to get started or to build our first application, first of all, we got to make sure that we have got Xamarin Mobile Development installed on our Visual Studio. But if you don't have the Visual Studio, please make sure you download and install the Visual Studio. So if you've downloaded and installed the Visual Studio with the Xamarin, then it's fine. If not, then this is how you're gonna do it. You can do it. So you come to tools, get tools and features. So it might take a little while, but let's wait. It's opening now. So once it's actually the Visual Studio installer is open, make sure you check on the mobile development with .NET. So this will install the necessary dependencies, right? So you make sure you check this bit here. You download and install it here. So once you're done with this bit, then we can close it. Then we get back to the Visual Studio. So here, obviously, we need to make sure we've got our wearable emulator set up to build our first application. So we can do that by also going to the tools again and Android. So Android Device Manager. So in this case, we'll be prompted to open an Android Device Manager. So as you can see here, I've got no device installed. So we can just do that by clicking on the new. Here, then we can select the base device or the device type. In this case, we're using the Android Wear. So we're just gonna choose the square one. So you can name the device, or you can leave it as it is. In this case, I'm just gonna leave it as it is. So you can click on the create. So this will in turn create a new Android Wear device. So as you can see, we've got it created now. So we can click on the start to get it started. So now, as you can see, we've got our device starting up now. So we're just gonna wait for a few moments for the whole thing to start working properly. So while the device is being started, then we can move on to the next stage, right? In terms of creating our first project inside the Android Wear project. So we come to the file, new for new project. So here now, so what we're going to do is we're going to select, we're just going to leave the language, select the language. You can leave it you can leave at all languages, or you can just select C# language. Select the platform to be Android. You can leave it as at all projects, right? So here, as you can see, we've got Android Wear application. So we've got a bunch of Android applications, but this is what we want to use. So we select this bit here, then we click on the next. So here, obviously, if you've been using Visual Studio, then you know that here you can configure your project by changing the project name, the location, and the solution details. But we're not going to hustle on this bit here, so we're just going to leave it as it is here. But of course, you can change the solution. So here you're going to click on the create. So we're just gonna wait for it to create. But so as you can see here now, we've got our device started now. It's a squarish device. Yeah, it's a squarish device. So I mean, if there's some bit of noise on the microphone, is because I'm recording from outside. So please, my apologies. But obviously, this is a very simple Android wearable or Android Wear device or emulator. So it doesn't do much. So once you click on this square button here, or in the middle, so we get this little menu here. So we can go to the Play Store. So here, so you can to add a Google account to your watch, copy it from your phone. So you can just link your phone. We're not gonna do that for now. So we're just gonna leave it as it is now. So we can just go back by clicking on this bit here and then back again. So we get the front screen here now. So I'm just gonna remove it now. Let's come back to the code here. So it's a very simple code with a main activity. So the main activity is only setting out a test to the test view. So the test is at the resource.id.test. So we can look for the resources and values and the string. So this is the test hello square world. So this is what it's going to be actually printed out on the device. So I'm just going to run it now for us to see what actually comes out of it. So you can press the F5 or you can run it directly from this bit here. So we've got the necessary dependencies being installed now. So the build might take a while, but once the build is finished, then it will be installed. The application will be installed on the device. So I'm just gonna pause the video while the whole thing loads up. So as you can see here now, we've got the application running on our device now. So hello square world. So this bit actually, so we can actually look further by just stopping it from running. Then we're just gonna remove the square and just put a YouTube word. So just so you know, just to make sure it's that string that is running. So here, as you can see, we've changed nothing here. So I'm just gonna run it again. So hello YouTube world. So as you can see, it's it was that string running. Oh, okay, so I'm just gonna stop it here now. So if you look inside, here we've got the layout. The layout has got the activity main. So we look inside the activity main. So this is just a very simple layout. Yeah, and this is our text view. So as you can see, it's referencing the string hello world, which is the string XML. This bit here, hello world. So this is in turn returning the string. So based on the whole thing here, it is very simple to get started. But obviously the latest versions of the Android watch has got more complexities to it, so you have to also bear in mind. So if we look at the Android Wear basics here, the Android Wear has a user interface paradigm that differs from that of the Android handheld applications. The first wave of Wear applications were designed to extend a companion handheld application in some way. But beginning with the Android Wear 2.0, Wear apps can be used standalone when you deploy a Wear application. it is packaged with a companion handheld application, because most web applications depend upon a handheld companion application. They need some way to communicate with a handheld application. So in our next upcoming videos, we will look at how you can communicate with an Android Wear application with a handheld Android application. So I will leave this video here now. If you get some little background noise, I'm sorry about that. Because I actually recorded this video outside. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do, because I've got lots of videos coming up. And have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are. Stay blessed and peace.